Sir.
Before you call the case you think I might be here on, I've had a chance to talk to Miss Seeley. She was in the MIDC waiting room, and I explained the charges to Miss Seeley. However, she would like to know under which jurisdiction I operate. I've explained that I'm a criminal defense attorney, and I don't operate under any jurisdiction, so I don't think she's seeking the services of an attorney at this.
Today's video brings together two of the most destructive courtroom personalities you can possibly imagine. A sovereign citizen and a Karen combined into one person. When a video opens like this, you already know chaos is guaranteed. These cases are never about resolving charges. They are about ego, control, and a complete refusal to engage with reality. From the very beginning, it's obvious this hearing is going to spiral. The defendant is not interested in answers. She is interested in dominance. And as usual, the courtroom becomes a stage for a performance instead of a place for legal resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Bitar.
You're welcome, Judge.
These are 23HR 0457 A, B, and C. These are Huron Township versus Bonita Seeley. Ms. Seeley, were you able to hear Mr. Bitar just now?
Oh, first of all, are we on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we under penalty and perjury?
Are we on what, ma'am?
Under penalty and perjury, is he willing to swear in?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I can
Everybody-
barely hear you.
I said, is everybody willing to swear in under penalty and perjury?
Ma'am, we're not taking testimony as of yet. Today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and adjourned arraignment pretrial in these matters.
It still has to be placed on a record. He still has to be put under penalty and perjury because he's swearing to an alleged crime against you and holding me accountable. So even though this is just...
As expected, the entire hearing immediately derails into the sovereign citizen obsession with jurisdiction. This question is never asked in good faith. It is not about understanding the process. It is about forcing the court into an endless loop. Sovereign citizens believe that if they never accept an answer, the case somehow collapses. In reality, courts do not operate on magical words. Jurisdiction exists whether the defendant accepts it or not.
Anita Seeley.
Ms. Seeley, Mr. Bitar is the court-appointed attorney assigned to this courtroom for the day. He's indicated that you don't wish to engage his services. Is that correct?
No, let me explain my position. I asked him a simple question about jurisdiction. That's why this hearing has been re-adjourned for today, because the last hearing, none of the attorneys could answer the question in regards to what jurisdiction that we're operating on. So they want to proceed without addressing the jurisdiction, which is a violation of due process. So in order for him to be representing me on any public record, I have to understand what jurisdictions he's operating on.
Ms. Seeley, if you do not wish to use the court-appointed attorney, and you confirm as much to the court right now, Mr. Bitar can go back, ma'am, Mr. Bitar can go back and do other things that he needs to do this morning. Do you wish to use Mr. Bitar's services, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel through some other mechanism?
Under what charge, under which jurisdiction, and then who's bringing the charges against me?
Ma'am, there were citations issued against you in Huron Township for limited access speeding 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's a civil infraction. There's count 2, no proof of insurance. And there is the misdemeanor of driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to use the services of the MIDC attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel?
Who?
The defendant repeatedly claims her due process rights are being violated, despite the court patiently explaining the purpose of the hearing. This is another common tactic, shouting due process while actively refusing to participate in the process itself. Due process guarantees fairness, not unlimited debate. When someone refuses to answer basic procedural questions, The delay is self-inflicted. The court is not violating rights. The defendant is sabotaging herself.
Ma'am.
And could you re-answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Who's bringing the charges against me?
The citation that was issued to you was issued by an officer from Huron Township, Freddie Yono. It's the citation that was issued is signed.
So it's Freddie.
It has his name and his ID number. Ma'am, my question to you is, do you wish to engage the services of the court-appointed attorney, or may I release him to go back to do some other work?
Wait a minute. I have questions before I can answer on. You're trying to get me to...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, it's a due process violation. Objection. Yes.
Miss Seeley, this is the third and last time I'm asking you. Will you be using Mr. Batars to represent you this morning, or do you wish to retain your private attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Mr. Batar, you may return to your breakout rooms to meet with other potential clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I
Ms.
may.
Seeley, do you intend to represent? I'm sorry, Ms. Foley Carter.
I just want we started this case back in July. Ms. Seeley attended her first pretrial. She demanded that the case be dismissed. I declined. I asked that the case be set for a bench trial. Ms. Seeley objected, and Magistrate Hinman advised her to file a motion stating her objection. Since then, she asked Judge Green for her oath of office and then didn't appear for the court dates before Judge Oakley. So this case has been going on for quite some time with no resolution.
Because I'm asking a question and it requires a rebuttal and it's being ignored. You cannot violate the due process. This is a hearing, and any questions that I have needs to be answered. You don't get to sit in the capacity of government and ignore the questions that the people have. Someone's bringing a claim against me, and my only question is, are we dealing in a commercial or a common law, also known as a record of...
One of the most damaging choices on display is the refusal to accept a court-appointed attorney. Instead of recognizing legal assistance as protection, the defendant treats it as a threat. This is typical sovereign citizen logic. They believe lawyers are part of a conspiracy rather than trained professionals. Unfortunately, rejecting counsel almost always leads to worse outcomes, not better ones.
In this matter, please.
Objection. Objection. Are we in a common law court, yes or no?
January
Case
23rd
dismissed.
at 11 o'clock.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction. You cannot be in
Ms.
the capacity
Seeley,
of a... Yes.
the misdemeanor matter and the two civil infractions that are traveling with it that were issued on April 26, 2023 will be set for an in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse to answer the question of jurisdiction. You're trying to get me into the courtroom so you can take me against my will and lock me up in a cage like I...
The argument eventually shifts into imaginary legal systems like common law courts versus commercial courts. These concepts have absolutely no relevance in a modern state criminal court. Courts are not required to entertain fictional legal frameworks pulled from internet forums. Saying the words common law does not override statutes, case law, or jurisdiction. Reality does not change just because someone refuses to acknowledge it.
America, you are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity. You have no authority. You call yourself government. Your position is a public servant.
Miss
I am the objection.
Miss Seeley,
no, you cannot proceed as an attorney. Objection. I will not be showing up in court. I will appeal this matter. Objection.
There's no question pending to you, ma'am. This court will be muting you at this time because this court... The court has muted Ms. Seeley as her responses are not responsive to the matter that is before the court. This matter is being scheduled for trial. If Ms. Seeley wishes to absent herself from that trial, that is her absolute right. That trial date is January 23rd at 11 a.m.
As the hearing continues, the defendant talks over everyone, refuses to listen, and constantly interrupts. This behavior is not a legal strategy, it is self-destruction. Courtrooms operate on order. When someone refuses to follow basic rules of procedure, judges are left with no choice but to move forward without them. The system cannot grind to a halt for one person's tantrum.